everyone. I'm playing through Elden Ring right now, and as such, here is a tier list of all the bosses I've faced so far. I did make this list down here for the ones that appear super often in the game, and I don't feel like they're notable enough to talk about. And there are 2 Astals in this game, so that's why that one's there. I don't know if there's a difference between the 2 of them, but yeah. First is Battle Mage Hughes. I actually skipped Caelid and explored the other parts of the map first. So when I found him, I was like way too OP and he died super quickly. So he's kind of forgettable to me. So I think maybe I'll put him in the D tier. He's not going in F because I like his outfit. Beast of Farum Azula is going into the F tier because I forgot he even existed. I had to like Google him to make sure I knew who he was because I was like, I have no memory of this guy. The Bell Bearing Hunter is going to be B. I loved his outfit and like the red glowing sword that he has, but he's tough and he has like way too much range if you ask me. He's a little bit frustrating to fight because of that. Borealis, the Freezing Fog. I haven't fought him yet, but he looks really cool. I think I even heard he has a sword. So he's going in the did not fight category. And while I'm here, I haven't fought Commander Nile yet either. I'm kind of putting it off because I heard a lot of people say he's super annoying to fight. I am heading in that direction though. For the Clean Rot Knight, I like their outfits, but I think they're pretty basic. So I'm going to put them in C. I think they get bonus points for the cool look, and I do like their like golden ring attack. The Black Blade Kindred, I tried to fight them a few times and they're super tough but kind of basic at the same time. I think I'll put them in D because they look like the gargoyle bosses just recolored. The Black Knight Assassin is really cool looking and I like the armor set you get. I hate fighting him though because he's so flighty and airy. He needs to slow down a little. That being said, I think he deserves to be in B. He's just that cool. I don't think I'd put him in A or S though because you fight him quite a few times. And Bols, the Carrion Knight, I'm going to put in C. I think he's pretty basic and he's kind of forgettable, but at the same time I like the magic glowing sword move he does. Bloodhound Knight Darwil, I think he's gonna be F. I barely remember fighting this guy either. Oh my gosh, there's so many bosses, you know? Next is Commander O'Neill, and he's gonna be A for me. Not only is he like lurking and creepy Caelid, I think he has a fearsome presence. I love his armor and his like moves as well. I thought it was really cool he summoned the ghosts to work alongside him, although it was a little annoying too, having to fight all those extra guys. But he definitely left a mark on me. I'll remember that fight for a while. The Decaying Ezikes is going to be B. I haven't beat it yet, although I've made a few attempts. The Scarlet Rot that I think it's Scarlet Rot, keeps killing me. I love his design though, and I think it really fits in with Caelid. I think it's pretty cool dragon, but it's not my favorite in the game. The Dragon Skin Soldier of Noxtella is going to be an S for me. I know he's kind of basic and it's kind of an easy fight, but I love the areas he's in. I love his design and I love the entrance he makes. And I remember being absolutely wowed when I first ran into him, so he'll always be rememberable for me. The other dragon skin characters are, you know, like eh. But this specific one in Noxtella I think is really cool. I haven't fought Eskar, Priest of the Blood, or the Falling Star Beast yet, so they're going in the I haven't fought yet category. But the Falling Star Beast looks really cool. I kind of get the feeling it might be similar to the Crystalline bosses, where it's hard to do a lot of damage unless you play in a certain way, but I guess I'll find out when I get there. And I did beat the Fell Twins. They're going in A for me. The opening scene where you walk out onto the bridge and you're just suddenly surrounded by darkness was definitely rememberable, and I think one of the cooler boss entrances in this game. I was like really creeped out by the sudden darkness and then like bam, they popped out. I don't think they're that difficult to fight, but they're definitely going in A because it's just a cool entrance in the arena and I didn't expect it. Oh, and here it is, the regular Dragon Skin Soldier. They're gonna go in F just because they're basic. But like I said, the specific one in Noxtella, I love that one. The Dragon Lord Placido? I'm not entirely sure how you say it. I have not beat him yet. And of course I haven't gotten there because I'm still in the mountaintops of the dragons. But I think they're like super cool looking and I can't wait to fight them. So I think I'm gonna put them in S actually. I particularly like how they look. And the Elden Beast I haven't fought either. So I could put them there, but they're gonna go in S for me because I think they're like super cute looking. I think I heard they're kind of frustrating to fight as a melee character though, but I'm not entirely sure because, you know, I haven't gotten there yet. Elmer of the Briar, I thought he was pretty easy to fight, but he gives you cool armor, so he's gonna go in B. I had my character try it on, and I'm like, ooh, maybe I'll wear this, but I ended up going with the noble gear instead for a little bit because she's been edgy since the beginning. Fia's Champion, I feel like that should be Fia's Champions. They weren't that difficult, but they took me a few tries, especially the third phase where there's like 3 guys you have to fight. I was pretty sad to fight Rajier though. I really did love him. But anyways, I think I'll give them a C with bonus points for my guy Rajier. The Fire Giant, I have not fought yet. But everyone said that he's like super difficult, so I'm not looking forward to it. Flying Dragon Agil is going to be an A, you know, above the Decaying Ezykes and below Dragon Lord Placido. He was the first dragon I fought and defeated, so like he holds a special place in my heart. I'll always remember running into the water and he comes like swooping down ready to fight. I think it's just a memorable moment. The Glintstone, oh well, full grown Falling Star Beast I haven't fought either. I'm just gonna put them in A because he's kind of like the other Falling Star Beast, you know. So the Glintstone Dragon Smaragd is a B. Oops, a B. I think they're memorable because they're sleeping outside the academy, but they're kind of forgettable amongst all the other dragons you fight in the game. They're still kind of cool though. Next is Godfrey the Gifted. There's so many Godfreys in this game. Next is Godfrey the Gifted. I haven't fought this guy. I don't even know where he is. He's gonna go and did not fight. But Godfrey the First Elden Lord, I'm really looking forward to. I've seen some clips of it on TikTok. I haven't seen the full fight itself, but I think it just looks like it's going to be so much fun. So he's going to go an S for me. I'm pretty sure it's going to be super difficult, but I've always wanted to fight him since day one. I can't wait to get there. Godric the Grafted is next, and he's the only boss that I like super struggled with. I had a hard time with his second phase and it took me quite a few attempts, but I did eventually get it, so I'm going to put him in C. He doesn't really stand out to me too much, but he is kind of cool in his own way, you know. The Grafted approach is very interesting and creepy at the same time. The Godskin Apostle I have fought and he's creepy. I hate when he gets all like long and swings around. It creeps me out a lot. I think he's gonna go in C. Same for the Godskin Noble. They're like not too difficult, but they're kind of creepy. I haven't fought the duo yet though. I don't even know where the duo is, to be honest, but I heard a lot of people did not like the duo, and so I'm gonna get the sleep sword for it. I think you get an achievement for it though, so I definitely gotta do it. Next is the Grafted Scion. I think they're also forgettable, so they're gonna go in. I'm kind of torn between D and F. I think I'm gonna give them D. I think the fear of being grafted adds to the ambiance of the character and his design, but other than that, he's just kind of, you know, he's just kind of there. But I do think the idea of being grafted is creepy and kind of adds to the horror of seeing him. And Leonie, the Misbegotten, is gonna go in D. I think she's pretty simple to fight, but she was one of the first like big bosses. You know, she's not super big, but one of the first big bosses I fought and went up against. I remember being on the edge of my seat the whole time. But through my second playthrough of trying to finish the game completely, I didn't think she was that bad. But you know, a little bit of bonus points because she was one of the first ones my first time playing the game. And Lich Dragon Fortisau, I'm not entirely sure how to say that either, was so annoying for me to fight. I kept getting stunned by the lightning even when I tried to time my rolls. And I eventually ended up just using a bow and slowly working him down from there. And I was under leveled, I think, but I was super determined to get it the day I discovered it. It took me like 80 arrows and like way too much patience. I think it was like a 20-minute battle for me. That being said, I did love its design and the red lightning is so cool. So it's gonna go in B begrudgingly because it was way too hard for me to fight at that point. Minus points for being super annoying, but bonus points for being super cool looking in a cool arena, cool build up in a story, the red lightning, the whole thing, you know. I was determined to get him done and I did, but at what cost? So the Lion Guardian, I was thinking about putting in because there's a lot of Lion Guardians, but I think he's just like really cool looking. I really like it, so I'm gonna put him in A. I don't like fighting him, but I think as a design he's super cool looking. I love the idea. Loretta of the Halig Tree I haven't fought. I'm looking forward to it though because I think she leads to Melania. But I'm not looking forward to it because she leads to Melania. The Royal Knight Loretta I have fought though, and I think she's really cool. I love the arena she's in with the water and all the chairs around it. She took me a couple of tries and she was another one of the bosses I really struggled with. Maybe I was underleveled though, I don't really know. So she's gonna go in B for me, the Royal Knight version. Cool arena. I don't really know how to feel about the fight itself though. Mad Pumpkinhead, there's a couple of these guys, but I love his hat, so I had to rank him too. He's going in D, because there's a lot of him, but you know, bonus points for the pumpkin hat. Mimic tier, F. She was like super weak. Was it because I unequipped my weapon before stepping into the arena? Next question. Mog the Omen and Mog Lord of Blood. Actually, you know, I'm just kidding. The Mimic tier is actually really cool and a really cool fight. She's going in F though. Mog the Omen and Mog Lord of Blood. I haven't fought, but I am working my way there and I am looking forward to it because I know absolutely nothing about the fight. I think he has a really cool looking design though, and I'm looking forward to challenging him. So he's going in. Did not fight because like I said, I don't think I've actually seen the fight itself. So it'll be completely new for me when I get there. Magma Worm is F. I hate fighting these guys. I don't like them. Melania, Blade of Mikla, I haven't fought, but she's iconic. I'm looking forward to it. Also not looking forward to it at the same time because everybody says it's super hard. But she's going in S for sure. She's iconic. And Malekith, the Black Blade, I haven't fought. That being said, I heard he's super hard for melee characters, so I'm not looking forward to it, but he does look cool. Margit, the Foul Omen, I think is kind of forgettable, so I'm gonna put him in, I'll put him in F. But Margot, I thought was so cool. The opening cutscene like had me like screaming. I was shaking from the anticipation and the build up. He has like such a commanding, strong presence, you know. And the fight itself was really cool. I liked that you could summon Melina to fight with you. I thought it was so fun to be able to fight with her. So he's gonna go in S because I was super hyped to fight him. It was a really, really good time. Patches. Where do I put Patches? Patches is going in Patches. Of course, I haven't fought Radagon either, but I love his design and I'm really looking forward to fighting him too. I think the gold rune, I forgot what the word exactly was, I think it might be a rune, in the center of him looks super cool with his red hair, so he's going in S. I don't know what the fight itself was like though. The Red Wolf of Radagon is gonna be in A. I think they're easy to fight, but they're super cute and I want to pet them and they're a good boy and they're trying their best. So A for me. Rykard, Lord of Blasphemy, grosses me out, but he definitely made an entrance and is definitely memorable to me. I think I'll put him in A. The fight is like super easy if you use the spear by the entrance of the arena, but the build up to meeting him with Raya telling you he's like slithering in the walls is super fun and creepy. His story is also like pretty messed up and gross, but like I think it's also very cool. So yeah, definitely an A for me. Minus points though because I thought the fight itself was super easy when you use the spear, especially if you use the mimic tier. You kind of just like take him out super easy. Gideon, Sir Gideon Ofnir, I have not fought. If he's all-knowing though, do you think he knows he's gonna catch these hands? Soldier of Godric, S tier, for sure. I don't know how anyone can beat him, he's so tough, like, seriously. Next is a Spirit Collar Snail. They're pretty easy, but like super cute, so it's an A for me because of the cute factor. Next is the Regal Ancestor Spirit. Regal Ancestor Spirit is an S for me. Both this one and the regular Ancestor Spirit, I'm going to move this up here just so I can see it. Both the Regal Ancestor Spirit and the regular one are beautiful fights that felt like almost like sad to me. I didn't want to fight them, but I did anyways because I'm fighting everything in Elden Ring and everyone. The arena is beautiful. Their design is beautiful. And like I said, I feel like there was something heartbreaking and sad about fighting it, and I loved that feeling. So the Regal one is going to be an S, and I think Ancestor Spirit will be an A just because, you know, there is some kind of hierarchy in the naming alone. Next is Renala, Queen of the Full Moon. She is an S for me for sure. I'm kind of like torn between an A and an S because I love her design. I love the two-faced areas she has, especially the second half with the water and the moon. Both cutscenes for her are beautiful and eerie, and I think they tell a story about her. But I feel like she was kind of too easy for a big boss, if you ask me. Maybe I was over-leveled. Maybe it's just me though, I don't know necessarily. I do really enjoy her story in the game though. Every time they mention her in the story, I'm like, oh! What? You know? she's cool, but like I said, I think just maybe a little too easy from the big bosses to be a big boss. The Royal Revenant is an F. I hate these guys. Like, I know they're super easy if you fight them using like AoE heal, but they like creep me out and I don't want to see them ever again. But I know there's a couple I have to fight anyways and I don't want to. The Rune Bear is gonna be a D. I don't like the Rune Bear. I feel like they're forgettable, but he's a good boy, so he's being upgraded from an F as long as he leaves me alone. Star Scourge Radon, definitely S. I think probably so far one of the best build-ups to a boss in the game. I like how before you fight him, you have this little party with Alexander and Blythe and all the other characters. It's so atmospheric and you can just feel the excitement and the energy in the air. And the cutscene intro for him was also so beautiful. The fight itself was tough, but being able to fight alongside your companions felt so victorious. And the second phase where he like smashes down on the battlefield like a comet is a 10 out of 10. He's probably, like I said, the most iconic boss in the game aside from Melania, if you ask me. I love everything about it. Probably the best build-up for sure. The Tibia Mariner, even though there's like 50 of them, okay, there's like 6 or 7. I love his design and his attacks and how he like summons skeletons to fight for him. So he's gonna be in B. And he also is kind of what starts you on the quest with D. And I love D and his armor and his story. And I think the whole thing is super cool. So B. Tree Sentinel is gonna be A. Which, you know, I know there's a couple Tree Sentinels. I think at least 3? Some variations between them, but I love his armor and I love how I felt when I defeated the first one right outside the first step, I think it is. So yeah, he's going in A for me. The Valiant Gargoyle, I didn't really like. These guys are easy, but they hit hard, and I feel like I almost never do any damage to them. It's probably the weapon I'm using. I should Google it. The duo one was really annoying with the Poison Mist. I think it was Poison Mist for these quests. But I got them eventually, and I don't like them, so I think, I'm gonna put them in D. Yeah, because with the Black Blade Kindred, I keep wanting to say kindled. The Valiant Gargoyle is kind of you know, I don't really like him. Wormface, I have not fought. I have been actively avoiding this one, and I run away from the smaller variations of this one, so it's an F. No thank you. The Abductor versions, I also hate so much. They do like so much damage, and I take so little damage until they have their little opening animation. I avoid fighting them like every single chance I get. There's a couple in the capital city down in the elevator, and I remember going down the elevator and seeing one of them just round the corner, and the second it looked at me, I just took the elevator right back up and did something else. I hate these guys. They're going an F. Adon? Thief of Fire, I was like way over leveled when I found this guy, and he died super quick. I didn't think he even got a hit in. He was super quick, so I'm gonna put him in F. I'm sorry, my guy. Electo Black Knife Ringleader, he like kind of like one-shot me when I tried. I made a couple attempts after that, and I find that the best strategy so far is to like keep your shield up and continue walking in circles around him to get backstabs. But he has that like red flame thing that kind of kills you really quick, so I haven't been able to get him. But I do think there is a strategy to be found in him, so he's gonna go in C, because I know I'm gonna feel like super accomplished when I get him, you know? I'm working on a strategy for it. And finally is Astal, the Natural Born of the Void. I think this is the one I fought for Ronnie. I don't know if it was the Darkness. I'm pretty sure it was the Void one. That being said, they're my absolutely favorite boss that I fought in the game so far. I love their design a lot. I remember first seeing their design on Google when I was like searching stuff for Elden Ring, and I think they're just super cool looking. They look so otherworldly and strange, and I love their design. I love the arena they're in and the music that plays. I thought he was annoying to fight though, because his head is so high up and he teleports so often, but he was simple and easy to learn, and he's going in S because I absolutely loved him so much. I'm kind of curious to see how different he is from the Stars of Darkness though. I didn't realize there were two of them, so a little bit disappointed in that. But anyways, this is my tier list and my thought on almost every single one of the bosses in Elden Ring. I fought quite a few of them. I'm actually pretty proud of myself. I never thought I would get this far solo. I only really summoned help once for Renala just because I wanted to move on in my life, and I already fought her quite a few times in my first attempt at the game. My favorite characters that I fought so far has to be Radon, Astal, and the Ancestor Spirits, just because of the build up and the beautiful arenas that they inhabit. I think Elden Ring puts a lot of thought into the design of their characters and the world, and I really love it. My least favorite has to be the Revenants and the Abductor Virgins. I hate those guys. Like I said, I avoid fighting them every chance I get. So those are my thoughts on all the bosses. Who's your favorite if you played Elden Ring? I'm curious to know. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.